What is up, my babies? That's right, I said it. It's me, I'm Alex. Shoot. Thank you. Hey everyone. Oh, I mean, I'm not a baby. Alright, I'm sorry I said it. It's 1:30 a.m. I shouldn't be saying things. Hey, what's up, Nacho? Chelsea? Canvas? Oh no, is Liddy late again? Liddy's late. I'll have to sign his time card. That's fine. You can just punch in when he gets here. Did you guys punch in? Did everybody punch in? Chelsea, Canvas, Nacho? You're not wearing your hat, Nacho. What's... Oh, thanks, Canvas. You know, it's just like a new company policy and stuff. But all moderators have to punch in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sign Liddy's timesheet. Okay, good. This is the second episode in a row I've had to sign his timesheet. I don't know if there's a limit, but, you know. Did y'all have a good break? I had a good break. I had a whole entire ass bottle of water. Oh, there's Liddy. Hey. I'm sorry. You must have been working. I didn't mean to imply that you weren't clocked in or anything. Oh, okay. You're just chilling, huh? Dang, Nacho, that sounds kinda serious. Oh yeah, let me see what the, let's see who won the, thing. We had like a poll, right? Oh, it looks like Chillin won? With 3 votes, wow. Okay. Well, congratulations to Chillin. Yay. Everybody is chilling tonight. Cool. That's what I'm doing. It's kinda funny, Liddy. I saw that image that you had posted. Let me get it back on the screen. Is it too late? Where's that link? I need a Liddy link. I need a Liddy link. But no, what I was saying is that I saw that image that you posted before. While on the break, I looked at my Steam thing and saw that Half-Life Alex is actually a real thing. And I was like, whoa, okay, so like, it has even, okay. And so like, and then I got the joke even more. And now I can even better appreciate it. So like over the break I was able to appreciate that image even more. Yay. I guess I'll have no choice but to play that game though, huh? What's that, Brown Pants? How's it going? Oh, it's going well, thanks. We're just hanging out. We played a bunch of Jackbox tonight. And I used all of my, not all of my creative juices points, but bunch of them, so we're just hanging out, chilling. Doing the deal. How's everyone out there? Can't believe it's almost the weekend already. Tomorrow's Friday. It's gonna be the big show. I don't have a big show planned. It's just, you know, I've waited all week for the Friday episode of It's Me, I'm Alex. I'm not sure what's going on, though. Doesn't look like I know what's going on much right now. I should probably find something to click on. I was kind of thinking I wanted to make some music. You know, something that was easy. I'm not gonna sing. I just want to click stuff and make music. First I was thinking I would make some music in Mario Paint. But then I was thinking, well, maybe I could make music in something that isn't Mario Paint. And I was like, no, I could just use Mario Paint. That's like my style. So maybe I'll... Did I say Mario Paint?
Yes.
Okay. Just being sure. Maybe I'll do that while we sit here and hang out. Instead of me just sitting here staring, I'll stay in just chatting, because I really just want to hang out and chat. But also, you know, I want to make some music at the same time. F it. Do you guys like music out there? I like music. They say music is the combination of notes. And I couldn't agree more. Oh, I wish I could, Chelsea, but all that badass jazz costs moolah. Aw. I have Dwayne working on some sexy saxophone songs. So... I'll get Dwayne working on it some more. Where's my Mario Paint? I can't do it now, Chelsea. If I do it, we'll get copyright strike. I want to own like one. You want Dwayne to make the music now? If Mario Kart has a saxophone in it, I can do that. Does Mario Kart have a saxophone? I know it has like a Yoshi stomp. Did I say Mario Kart? I meant Mario. I meant Mario Paint. What I mean? Nothing like the sweet tune of a deathly... Am I goofing? I probably mixed up Mario Kart and Mario Paint. I want to make music in Mario Paint. That's probably why no one's saying anything, because like I was mixing up my words. I apologize. Sometimes I mix up my words and I don't. Am I hella goof? You're a hella goof. What? Calling me names. Hey Cherry, yeah, we're back. And in action. My name is Alex, and I'm gonna make some stuff. Okay, so I had it right the first few times, and then I got Mario Kart on the brain. Any smiles? Looks like it's... oh no, the volume is down. There we go. Listen to that beautiful Mario Kart music. Mario Kart, I said it again. Stop it, Alex. Yeesh. It's Mario Paint. I'll click you. It's not Mario Kart. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. I'm sorry, they're very close in words. Oh, it wants me to draw a picture. Oh, I want to make music. Where's the music button? Alright. Top. Probably gonna want to turn this up a little bit. Alright, time to compose a song. Probably the piano. Is that what you think? Well, I found it. Don't worry. Thanks. Oh, listen to that. That's a trumpet. Does it have this? Probably want to do some drums first though, right? Oh, it's got a dog. It was just a game, Daisy. Aw. Aw. Ding. I don't have a whole lot to go with the drums. It's just a tom. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning there. I don't think I'm gonna start with the drums. Is that erase button? First thing you want to start with is a good bass line. And so this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a bass line. I didn't want that double note there. Let me double dog undo that. Alright, so it looks like we're in the, what, the key of D minor? Yeah. Alright, so in this key of D minor, we're just going to keep adding bass notes. Doing sort of a chromatic thing. With some little variations there. Doing a little mixodylian mode or whatever it's called. Music is kind of like painting, you know? You can follow the rules, or you can not follow the rules and make something that's a little bit different. Now you see that B natural there, it doesn't sit nicely in the key of D minor that we're playing, but sometimes you gotta... sometimes things just don't sound like you want them to. I'm gonna put a C right there and then go back up to the D. Alright. Now we've almost got like the first, well it's not almost, we got the first three notes of a C major scale right here. Which you don't ever see in a song that's in the key of D minor, but... And the crazy thing is that I think I'm gonna take it all the way up the whole octave. So, was that really a C major scale? Because I believe that's an F natural right there. So it's probably something else. Now what I think I want to add here is some octaves. So that's a D. I don't think so. Right? That's a D. And that's a D. And that's a C. Yeah, because we're in treble clef. I think I'm right on my notes. I have been known to be wrong before. Alright, now we're gonna work this. We stopped on this B right here, but now we need to go back up to D. I'm gonna close it off with a bunch of Ds. I know it sounds crazy, but I think I'm gonna go all the way to bar 20 with the Ds. Because what I'm doing here is I'm creating a canvas in which I can paint more notes on. If I had a control board, I would probably fade out here, but one more bar. Alright. You guys ready to hear that bass line? Let's see what we got. How exciting. Look at that. Now what's next? I do like that twinkle. I do like a good trumpet too. I think what I want to go ahead and do is sprinkle my dogs in there. And even though it's a barking noise, I still want to stay in the right key. What I think I'm going to do is double the sound of the hearts sometimes with the dog barking. And I think it'll give us a nice texture. Mostly just want to sprinkle the borks on the Ds. Thirty more Ds. There we go. And they're so sporadic. But then we get to the end of the song and there's all of these, but I'm not gonna work on every D at the end. Just every other one. Alright, good. And I went down to a C for that one note there, because I really wanted to kind of stick out because it's getting close to the end. Oh man, this is gonna be fire. Alright. I wish I could mouse over and find out what these mean. Do we have different types of notes, or are these, do we just get quarter notes? I don't know. Let's see how that sounds. Oh man. Might have a new theme song for the show. Hell yeah. How exciting. Love making new music. Let's put some more boats up in this piece. Alright, those are just gonna be our special boats. Now we need some kitties. When I think of a cat, I think of the note G. So I think I'm gonna put some cats on the G notes every once in a while. Here's a G. And put it up there, do that high octave G. Gee whiz.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Oh, beautiful. This is gonna be good.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Meow. Indeed.
Meow. Meow.
Some perfectly placed meows can make a song.
Meow. Meow.
I'm gonna replace that note right there with the cat. Give the kitty cat a little solo. Oh, we're getting into some triple harmonies.
Meow. Meow.
That F with that D right there is really gonna seal the deal.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Oh man, I better hurry up and copyright this before someone takes it.
Meow.
Can one of my mods head down to the copyright office and copyright this real quick?
Meow. 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 Meow.
Oh man, here we go. Y'all ready?
Meow. 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 Meow.
Hell yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Hey Nacho. Yay. Just making some tunes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to use that pig right now. Alright, so we're in D minor. And so D, F, A. We don't have enough A's in here in this. Okay. We need this pig to oink us some A's. Let's see. We only have one A. So that's a C. Like we have two D's. There's a D here and a D here. And it goes up to E. It looks like that the highest note we can go is G. And the lowest note we can go is B. So we only have one A. It's kind of sad. I'm going to throw some E's in there. I kind of like that, actually. Alright, yeah, right there. Okay. Here's a good place to A. I'll put a D right there. I'll do kind of a piggy trill throughout the rest of it. Sometimes what you need is just a little piggy trill. There we go. Oh, there's already a dude on that line. Yeah, let's send that on a... Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's getting on up there, isn't it? I think we can trill on an E and an F all the way to the end, so like right there. I had to skip that spot, I guess, for technical reasons. I have to move around on my trill here. I hate having to make sacrifices for technical reasons, but some of my best creative endeavors have been accidents due to technical reasons. Weren't you an accident, Alex? What? Nothing. That was a happy mistake, yo. It's really not letting me get those G's up there. Just kind of disappointing, but you take what you can get. Oh, I think I'm gonna end with 3 oinks. Alright, let's check it out. What do y'all think? Is it sounding good so far? Did I get enough oinks in there? Oh, thanks, Canvas. Wait, am I out of notes? Oh, we can only do 3 notes. You think there's too many cats? Alright, well, let's replace a few of the cats with some of the combs. I think Chelsea's got a good point. Wait. What did that do? Yeah, undo, buddy. Okay, I guess the comb is the end of a bar, not a sound effect. Oops. Ooh, an organ. Hell yeah, I'll do the organ. I think if we can replace these chromatic cats with an organ, it'll probably help bring it to the next level. That's right, with an organ. Oh wait, I'm replacing dogs. Those are dogs, those are not cats. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. And you only get one undo. Holy crap. Oh man. I mean, look at that. I mean, that could be a cat, right? You get how I made that mistake? I think I started accidentally replacing the dogs with cats. Or, I... Damn it. Oh, okay. Good. It just gets confusing, you know? Alright, let's see where we are. Alright. I think it's just missing one more instrument, honestly. I think it's missing the, Yeah, it's coming together, huh? Why isn't it letting me add Marios? Alright. It's getting so close. Is that all the notes? Now, here comes the twist. I set this whole thing up in 4/4 time at a tempo that was in the middle, but that was just a red herring. You see, the song's actually in 3/4 time, waltz time, and it's at the slowest possible tempo that it can go. Yup. I present to you my song, A Walk on the Beach with Alex. That's really good, Alex. Thanks. Are you guys feeling it? Chelsea, don't be mean. I worked really hard on this song. Poured my heart into it. Guys, God, you can never please the fans. But I guess you guys just want some dance music, huh? Fine. Why don't you dance? Dance. Dance, I said. One, two, three, four. My name is Alex. Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. I am Alex, I am Alex. Come and get me in my palace. Rock and roll. Come and get me. I am going to beat you at your own game. I am Alex. You can't stop me. Alright. I can stop me, okay. Alright. There. I made a song. I hope that you liked it, Chelsea, that I made one that you liked. Aw, thank you. Thanks. How we doing? Aw. Daisy says thanks. That was fun. What's next? Need something to click on. What should I click on next, you guys? Help me out. I can click on Cookie Clicker. I'm not gonna click on a bunch of cookies. Not unless I can eat them. You wanna watch some weird video? Do you have a weird video for me to see? Watch the... You can watch weird stuff, I'm totally down with that. Right now, in fact. Here we go. What do y'all think of this? It's interesting, you know? You gotta ask yourself, is it art? What is art, you know? I mean, I said it's art, right? You hate it? Fart? Gosh, everyone's a critic today, huh?
Yes.
Not you too, Seymour.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Stop. Hi. Hi, ass. How are you? Did you find a good video, Canvas? Thank you. Ah. Sorry, I had a wave of nausea. Something stinks. Of high heavens. Up to the high heavens. In here. Ah. Okay. I'm good. Oh. Dwayne, chill. Thanks. Thanks, Canvas.
Ah, spring. When
Yeah, you
birds
better
are on
watch
the
out.
wing, when flowers bloom.
We don't have overtime in the budget. Oh yeah, Chelsea.
Spring.
Spring.
When a young man's fancy lightly turns to thought.
To bop.
What's
Bop?
the matter? Exam week getting you down? What you need is to put down that notebook and take in some of the beauties of nature.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
What was that poem by Walt Whitman? I learned
But wait a minute,
the
young lady.
the
How did you
astronomer.
get into this picture? You see, we're trying to prove a point about nature and beauty, and you're not exactly helping, you know. Look at your hair.
Look at it.
Look at that blouse.
Look at it.
And the way that skirt hangs.
Look at it.
And those socks.
Look at them socks.
Sorry, there must have been a mistake. You don't seem to be exactly the type to make this guy behave like a human being.
Wait, what?
But wait a minute.
She seemed like a very nice lady.
Come back.
She needs to make this man whole,
Let's start all over
apparently.
again. Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother is right. Look at that hair, that skin, that mouth.
Did he just tell us to
Now
look at that mouth?
blouse. And now look at the skirt.
Oh,
And socks. Thanks a lot for helping us prove a point.
you proved
And
your
you-
point.
You too know the value of a good appearance.
I was looking. I don't think I'm supposed to, though. Oh, that was a short one. Nice. It keeps still wants me to watch that one with the wiener drawing on it, and they're not gonna get me. Not by a long shot. Not even today. Why do I want to join Coldplay in Jordan? What? No. Why do I have a whole Coldplay Live in Jordan section? I've never expressed interest in seeing Coldplay in foreign lands, ever. That's right, Chelsea. You get it.
Everybody that I knew, my good friends, had pinned their hopes on me. Oh, this is the guy that's going to go through the school.
This video's buzzy.
I let a lot of them down. Walking around, I think about that a lot. You know, how come I did this and how come I did that, you know?
Yeah.
Wasted 2.5 years, isn't about that. Right now, I'm not doing anything.
Should do something, man.
Drifted.
Just 4 years ago, Alfred Barnard of Quincy, Illinois, was an honor student at the Quincy High School.
Is that
His
Ed
IQ
Sullivan?
118. An A student in the 8th grade. B's and A's in 9th grade. Still
That's Ed
an honor
Sullivan.
student. 1 year later, D's and F's, failure. Al Barnard dropped out of school. One of millions of American youngsters out of school,
That's
out of work.
Ed Sullivan.
Most of them, like Al, just drifting.
Really big shoe.
In these years of decision, the class bell rings America's youth into high school. A high school diploma is a strong weapon in this troubled world. Most students graduate, but not all. 1 out
Aw.
of 3 high school students in the nation do not graduate. 1 million high school students drop out every year. In big cities, from schools like this in Quincy, Illinois. Quincy is a typical American city on the banks of the Mississippi. Here lives a dropout, Alfred Barnard, age 18. Al is not a
He
typical
dropped out at
dropout.
18?
No one is typical. But some of his reasons may be, and the unreasoning resentment that made him do what he did.
Well, what was it in school?
Dude, that is a slick ass.
Well, I was doing
pretty
good in the 10th grade. And
What is...
then I skipped school for a week one time. And,
Like, I want to play
got
Dungeons and Dragons on
lectures
top
on
of
it
his head or
in
something.
front of the class, and that kind of made me a little angry.
That
so
is
I,
quite the flat top
that kind of
indeed.
built up in me, you know, and I just quit.
You think it was impulsive now? Do you think it was ill-considered?
Like, he
Yes,
looked
I
like
do now.
he walked under like a tiny
I
helicopter.
definitely need schooling. I think anybody does. But at the time when I quit, I didn't think too much about that. I just thought about getting away from the teachers and getting a job and making money.
As soon as you quit school, what'd you do?
Well, I looked for a job, and I found one right away at the shoe factory. And I worked there for about 9 months, and I quit.
Wait, which
Because the
comment
work
was
got
it that I
monotonous.
said, Chelsea, that made you laugh the hardest?
So on.
So that I can add that
Do
to
you remember
to my-
what you were thinking about when you
my
went
laugh
into this
book.
long period of skipping? Why did you want
have
to
a book
skip?
of all the times that made you laugh.
I can't think any reason
I have
for
one
that.
for all of my viewers,
me and this
actually,
kid just decided to skip,
so
we
that I can
skipped.
finally
there
tune
wasn't
each
any reason.
episode to have the
Would your
maximum
school work up to snuff?
humor for each
Yes.
person watching.
Well, Al, some of these teachers indicate that there was a very sudden change in your attitude
Yep.
from good work to bad work. Can you remember anything
Oh,
that
that
happened
one.
either in or out of school that would have caused a very sudden change?
The only thing I can think of was just
Like when he
skipping
when he
school.
faces
There were a
forward,
lot of
like
things that
it's
were,
like all
connected
lumpy
with
on the
it,
right
but,
side.
Such as when I was in school, some classes I wouldn't have enough work.
Like his
and I'd
hair
be
looks like a
daydreaming
garbage
about,
bag that's like
the other guys quitting school,
being
my age,
filled with
having
air,
jobs,
but like
clothes,
also it's
things
flat
like
at the
that.
top.
But I think the big factor was the lecture on skipping school.
Well, when you went into this final
Maybe this
period
kid
of
shouldn't have
skipping,
dropped out.
so
He wouldn't
why
have
did
such
you
a
suddenly
lopsided
decide
ass
to
haircut.
start skipping school?
I think it just come on all of a sudden. I mean, the guy says, let's skip. I can't remember who said it, but it just happened. But there was no reason for it.
He sure is
What about
casual
work
laying
here?
there
Is
on
there
that grass.
Any kind of work that you can get that you'd like?
No, there's not. There's not much job opportunities at all.
Do you have any notion about what kind of work you'd like to get?
He's got kind of like
When
that
I
thing
was
that
smaller, I
Dwayne
always wanted
has
to be a
going
lawyer,
on.
But,
The little bump. That
I
kind
think
of
that's
thing.
kind of out of the question now.
Just
Without a
more
diploma, a
flat
lot
at
of
the
things
top.
are out of the question. In Quincy or any other American city, towns like this were not built on schooling. When Abe Lincoln matched self-education with Stephen Douglas in Quincy, Illinois, few men went far
Ah,
in
the
school.
famous Lincoln-Douglas
Later,
debates. I
substantial
could talk about those for
families built lives
seconds.
and homes on thriving river commerce and industry. Quinceyites thrived with them. At least some did. Others still struggled to raise their standards. And now education through high school is their first hope. Among these people, school dropouts reach their highest level, 60%. This is nearly twice the dropout rate in all of Quincy.
Dang.
Even with a diploma, jobs are not easy to find in Quincy factories. For those without a diploma, jobs are still harder to find. Al Barnard lives here in Quincy's Indian Hills. It is low-rent housing. Most of his friends here are dropouts.
Oh no.
Many parents in Al's neighborhood did not finish school. They don't understand schooling. Many are unable to help their children with schoolwork. There's no
Aw.
contact with teachers. They don't speak the same language.
Aw.
The environment
I'm
favors
trying.
the dropout.
I'll give
Al
them
is a
jobs. I
redneck.
want everybody to have jobs.
When he was younger, he was small for his age. He had
You
to
can
learn
come
to make
work for
himself
me.
respected. He is independent by nature, even obstinate. Again, his environment
Yeah, but look at
encourages
his
such
haircut.
attitudes. He swaggers a little when he walks. That, too, is in style. But such attitudes, even if desirable in his world outside school, were hard to shed when the school bell rang. The police in town know Al Barnard. They know many dropouts. Al was bright in his early school days. School was easy for him, too easy, if anything. But his older brother and sister quit school.
It is
then his friend.
unfortunate, isn't it?
He found himself the last kid in his group, bringing school books home at night. The others seemed to have jobs, at least some of the time. They had money.
Poor fella. That haircut, he doesn't even stand a
Al's mother
chance.
tried to keep him in school.
Do you think that Al sensed any difference between him and the other youngsters when he brought his books home?
Yes, I do. I think that he would study of an evening and the others were out playing or anything, and I think they kind of laughed at him a little because he studied so much.
Aw.
How did you feel, you and your husband feel, when Alfred finally quit school?
Well, we were pretty disappointed because we wanted him, he was doing so good, and we wanted him to
He just
finish
quit.
his high school at least.
Aw.
Did you ever talk to Alfred about back in the times when he was doing pretty well in school, did you ever talk to him about maybe going to college?
Well, no, we never had.
Hey, Wavy
discussed,
Lines. Thanks
college.
for the raid.
Ms. Bernard, tell us a little
Oh,
about
yeah. Nice to
Al
have
when
you
he was
guys.
a younger boy in Hull.
I'm Alex. Nice to meet you.
He was a good little boy.
Always
He
good to meet new friends
come
around up in
and
here.
take his naps when he was small, and
Yay.
of course when he got a little older, he scrapped around and played with the neighborhood.
We're watching this old
children there, and
video about
he had
this
a lot of
fella that
friends,
dropped out of school.
And
His
of
mama
course, he
is
went
sitting
to
here
school
talking
down
about him.
there, and the
I don't think she
boys and
realizes
girls
where
would
she
come
went
to the
wrong.
house to play. And,
Was he a pretty scrappy kid?
well, yes, he was, and all the little neighborhood boys liked to come down to see how tough he was.
Aw.
He was willing to show him, was he?
Yes, he took them all on.
It's going. We played some
In
Jackbox
Quincy, Al
earlier.
Bernard attended the Berrien
And at the moment
Elementary
we're
School.
watching
In this
videos,
school, the dropout rate runs
doing
over
a little bit of
50%.
everything,
Al was the kind of pupil teachers remembered.
you know.
Morning, Mrs. Spring.
I don't think I'll be
You
playing any
remember
games or
Alfred
anything for the
Barnard?
rest of the
I
night.
remember Alfred
Just
Barnard
chilling
very
and
well.
hanging.
Do you recall these comments that you made on his 5th grade report?
I have never
That's a
taught a
lot of
nicer boy than
comments.
Alfred. He seems almost perfect in everything. He has an excellent attitude and is very cooperative. He has unusual talent in drawing. I
Aw.
hope that he will always work at it because I am sure it'll offer him much in his future.
Aw, she
What
believes
can
in
you
him.
tell us about Alfred when he was here in the 5th grade?
Sometimes you
Alfred was
just
very
gotta believe in
energetic.
people.
He is intelligent. He always had his work finished before the others. He was a rather aggressive type of a boy, but in this room he always put it to a good advantage.
Did you, at that time, have any indication that he
I mean, the
might
kid
not
just like walks around the
None
city.
whatsoever.
It's not really
He
doing
enjoyed
anything
school.
wrong.
He enjoyed everything about it.
Why do they gotta make a whole
behavior?
special about
Oh,
it?
I thought he was a wonderful child. I was very fond of him, and he was no trouble in the classroom.
Yeah, he's not even in a gang. You're right, Fawful. Good point.
Educators in Quincy and everywhere look for ways to meet the dropout problem and are just beginning to find the answer.
Like, yeah, he has a bad haircut, but
Superintendent Lester Lytle, Principal Roland
I
Barton
didn't
of
drop
Senior
out,
High,
man.
Dr. Ronald
I
Clark
dropped
of
in.
Junior High, and his assistant Brant Crocker.
Whoa.
Some of the causes of dropout,
Stupid.
I would think probably the primary consideration at the moment is
Can
the
please
inability
everyone.
of the kid to feel that the school is where he wants to be. Now, this can be achieved in many manners, or is brought about in many ways. I think the economic level, the socio-economic level from which he comes is a very important contribution to this.
Most of them come from the lower third.
I would say that we find people, the typical dropout would be a kid who comes
Almost
from a
certainly.
home where there's not a lot of money. And among associates, you'll find many kids who
Yeah, that's what my
are
producer
associating with
says,
boys and
Liddy.
girls who have not considered school as important
But it doesn't
as
get
they
me
should
far.
and have dropped out as a result of that. The friendship is
Still
a very
gotta do my
important thing.
goddamn homework.
I think another thing is the lack of success. I think if a youngster is succeeding, he tends to stay in school. But if he's failing, that discourages him and he tends to drop out. If he has one thing he enjoys doing, he'll put up
Does
with a
that
lot of
fella
wear and
have
tear
a
on the others
mustache?
in order to enjoy the one.
Of course, I differ with
I
you,
hope he-
Mr.
I hope-
Carter, on the economic level. While I think economics has a lot to do with youngsters dropping
I think
out
the
of
fella
school,
on the right here
I
has
think
the
that
worst
their
mustache I've
associates and
ever
their
seen.
friends that cause them to drop out more than the economic level. I have a feeling that the youngsters
Patent
do
little
about as
strands
well
of
in
hair
school as their
hanging
parents want
for
them
dear
to.
life from
We
his
have youngsters
nose.
in the low economic level who are very successful students in our high school.
Maybe he just has
Their
really
parents, I
pruny
think, have
upper
given them
lips.
encouragement.
Yeah, I
And
can't
think
tell
it's a real
either.
problem as far as dropouts are concerned.
This may well be. I do think, however, that we as school people must do everything we can to see that this condition is alleviated. I think that we can
School people?
instill in parents more positive attitudes by our own actions. I think this can be an important part of it.
I think that's right, and I know that this past year, or 2 years, we sent these counselors into the homes to visit the parents before the youngster comes into school. One of the first
Well, these
contacts
guys
with
fit the
parents
part.
in
They
school
look
has
like
been
the
a friendly
the
one.
dude at the beginning
I
of
think we're doing a better
everybody's
job
grandma's
pulling youngsters to
yearbook.
school than we did
Like,
before.
straight up.
I wonder if we could talk for just a second about a specific case.
Like,
Here's a young
everybody,
fellow by the name
every
of
high
Alfred
school that
Barnard,
everybody goes to at every
who
school
in
has a
fifth grade
painting of this dude,
had,
one of these
comments
dudes
like
hanging up
this
in
on
it.
his report card.
have never taught a nicer boy than Alfred. He seems almost perfect in everything. In 6th grade, Alfred continues to do good work. He is an excellent student. I believe that Alfred could do anything.
I bet one of these
and I
dudes
hope
is named
the best of
Woodrow.
Opportunities will open up for him in his life. Straight A's, S's, all the way through.
I'd be willing to bet money.
6th, 7th, 8th grades, 9th grade, a little drop off, 10th grade.
He does kind of look like Drew Carey, doesn't he?
And what are the causes of that, would you say? I don't happen to know Alfred's case personally, but I would say to you that it probably is the people with whom he became associated with during the summer between his freshman and sophomore years.
It's a very dramatic
Whoa.
There was a day when the boy really wanted to do things in school. I'm sure of this, but I don't feel like the school
Archibald.
contributed
Is that it?
to his pulling out of school. I don't know what Al would say.
I've always
frankly
wanted
don't
a
know
friend named
how he would
Albert.
react to it, but I know his friends, and his friends are good
What's that,
people, but they
Fluffy?
aren't essentially interested in the same things that Alfred was once interested in. And I think today Al has pretty well joined them in terms of his interests.
Wait, is he
although
talking about me now?
I know he recognizes the thing that
Maybe
he
this
has
video
done,
was
and
made
I'm
for me.
sure that in many respects wishes that he had done things differently.
That's
I'm
right.
Sure.
Yeah. One specific thing that he points to quite often is skipping.
Oh wait, I
school
see what you were
episode
saying,
which
Fluffle.
resulted
You
in
were
a lecture given by a
playing the
teacher
part of
in
one of these
class,
guys,
directed
psychoanalyzing
at
Al.
skipping school,
I
and
get it.
everyone in the class, he said, knew that the teacher was talking about him, and this embarrassed him, and he got mad.
But I'm sure this teacher, in her own way or in his own way, I have no idea what it would be, felt that she was doing the right thing.
Using my
I've got to
noggin.
help this boy see that it's
Hey,
important.
what's up, Nick?
Well, we as teachers, Brad, don't you think, do the same
Howdy.
with students as we do with our own youngsters when we discipline them. We don't know whether we've used the right tactics in disciplining youngsters. I've disciplined my own daughter, and sometimes I think I was successful, and sometimes I know I did the wrong thing, but I did what I thought was best at the time, and I think that's exactly what teachers do. They do what they think is
Oh yeah.
at the
Let me know how it
particular time.
goes.
Now, speaking of this case, I think we must admit that there's one place where the school may have been in error. I don't know
Right?
about
Like
this,
they're
but
seriously
unless
worried about
he
Al.
dropped out at the end of his sophomore year and didn't return
Like,
in his junior year. Now, I'm not sure that we sent a representative of the school to his home to see why he didn't come back to school. And I think that's one of the spots
I mean, maybe back then they had the time to take
on
on an individual basis for each child.
home visit by some member of the school staff before the dropout is official. But I think there should be in every case of every dropout a final summation of what we've done and what we've tried to do to make it a part of the record.
English teacher Margaret Fisher found Al a good student in 10th grade, but he didn't complete the year.
Well, he was 18.
I was never able to really figure that
I
out.
think.
Al was awfully short for his age, and on numerous occasions he would indicate to me that he felt that he was the butt of jokes, and I
Aw.
think he harbored a lot of resentment against perhaps his own home background.
He was a tiny
Al's
fella.
history teacher Arthur Cox.
I would like to say that Al had just a little bit of a feeling that the world was against him. I think
Poor
that he
fella.
felt that people weren't on his side.
Geometry teacher John Parks can't explain it.
I have no idea.
Now
other than
that's
the
a
fact that he was
mustache.
absent quite often.
I know that's a mustache. It's a serious mustache.
I presume that to be the case, yes.
Do you have any notion of why he quit school?
I have no idea.
There wasn't any one reason why I quit school. There was a number of reasons. And maybe I could have did things different. But I think if someone outside of my family and friends had come to me, they might have been able to straighten me out. But this never happened in senior high. Nobody ever came to me and said, Al, I want to talk to you. Your grades are dropping. So I figured
Case
they didn't care.
closed.
He was hard to get next to. I would try to talk to him, explain to him what he was doing, his true work, but he just simply didn't have any interest in school.
I'd like to get up the nerve to go back and do it again. Only
I mean,
do it
isn't this
different
dude like in his 20s now? Isn't it? It might be
I felt
too
kinda
late.
awkward at senior high. All the people were different. I didn't feel right as I did in junior high.
I mean, seriously, it's
I was
19.
the last
I mean,
of my
maybe
age
this
group
is
to
like. I mean, Sergeant Pepper didn't come out until June of '67, so this could still be
Yeah,
like
I
April
took
or
it longer than they
February.
did. I worked harder than a lot of them did.
So
And
this dude probably
when I
listens
come
to
back that week
fucking
after skipping,
the Dave Clark
you
5
could kinda
or whatever.
feel it like, well, you know, I knew this was going to happen, and he's like all the rest of them.
He looks
So
like
I
a
just
Dave
sat
Clark
back and
5 kind of
quit
kid
trying.
anyhow.
I
That
felt
haircut.
like they know where I'm from, so here I am. You can't do good work if you don't like to do something. If you don't like a teacher in school, you
Dave
can't
Clark
possibly do
Dave
good
Clark
for that
5
teacher.
sucks. I'm just kidding, no offense to any
Well,
Dave
seems to me
Clark
that
5
if you're in a
fans.
low-income neighborhood, such as I am, that people,
No, not Dick
your
Clark. This
reputation
is
may
a
not be
Dave
good-
Clark.
may not be very good. I mean, as a group, and they, like you're going to school, they know where you come from. It seems like that they know what they're going to expect. Well, this guy is from so-and-so.
The Dick
He's not
Clark
gonna do
5 is
too
what
little
Dick
work.
Clark called his fist
And,
when he'd punch you
I
in the
think
face for
that's the wrong way to feel about it.
overstepping his boundaries.
If I went back to school, I'd take the hardest things I could
Dick
take.
Clark was a hell of a
just to show
fighter.
people that coming from that neighborhood, I could do just as well as anybody that's got all they need. And the rest of them could be just like me.
The fact is that Al Barnard, with an IQ of 118, is a brighter boy than most who drop out of school.
Oh, good
A
for
more
him.
talented boy.
Did he get a
Yet
haircut?
with all his gifts, he was not able to withstand the pressures of the social and economic life that surround him.
Drugs.
And how much harder it is for the others who are not just like him. Arthur Lee Jones was Al's principal at Berrien Elementary School.
Those are some sweet glasses.
Well, Alfred came here, I believe, in the 4th grade, and was here
Yeah,
for
he
1
does
year.
kinda sound like David Lynch,
after
too.
I became principal here.
David Lynch and
Alfred
Ed
was
Sullivan
one of the boys
combined.
that we have always been concerned about due to the fact that he had, we thought, exceptional aptitude in many fields. Yet, in spite of that
Ed
aptitude,
Sullivan.
eventually dropped out of school.
Dave
A
Ed
terrible waste.
Sullivan.
I feel, actually, that in
That's a stretch, I
a
know.
measure,
Sorry.
the school was to blame for that.
Sorry.
I have a
Sorry.
feeling that
Sorry.
had we completely developed the potentialities of this boy, that he would have had even more success at the junior high school level and perhaps at the senior high school level. Alfred was a fine artist, fine athlete, very good student all the way through, evidenced great leadership, and I've thought about him many times. As a matter of fact, did contact Dr. Clark at the junior high school concerning him on numerous occasions.
Oh, yeah. It was
We,
probably the art.
I think, could have utilized many of his potentialities to a greater extent and perhaps have helped keep him in school. Of course, that's speculation on my part because it's already happened.
Oh. Oh, look
It's
at that.
already happened, says Principal Lee Jones. But he hopes it won't happen to children like these.
Hey, it's a snowman.
They are just now starting in Al Barnard's footsteps through grammar school. Mr. Jones and
All
his
these
teachers
kids
know more
died
now
of
than they did.
polio, unfortunately.
A 10-year study by the Quincy Youth Development Commission shows that the roots of dropout
very
begin
sad.
early, even in kindergarten. One way to change the pattern is to spot potential dropouts before the twig is bent. To
You
correct
look like a
maladjustment,
dropout.
to make school
Yeah, look at
happy
that
and
kid.
productive
He doesn't
and
give a
see that
shit.
it stays that way. Much of the burden of dropout weighs on the schools. For dropouts
Man,
past and future.
my old man doesn't get me.
Welfare Secretary Abraham Ribicoff
Doesn't
says one
understand
half
that
of
I like
America's
hot
youngsters
cars and fast
between
women.
16 and 20, like Al and his friends, are jobless. He calls it a
What's
national
up, Secret
tragedy.
Reagent?
Says schools must revise their programs for vocational training. The public must
Let's go
be
down to
willing
the
to
soda
pay for
shop
such
and
training,
do
and for
some,
better teaching and counseling at
like,
every level.
that thing where you make figure eights with your car. Let's
A
do
lot of
that.
times I wish I was back in school.
Oh, that's good. Or, you know.
I wish I was doing something. I mean, it gets monotonous doing the same thing day after day, which is nothing.
The
Don't
days
worry,
are
dude.
long.
Hi,
They may
Ashbury's
become
just
longer.
Hey, Ashbury's
There's a little
just months
difference in
away.
the shape of time when it's wasted.
It's coming.
Perhaps Al will go back to school. Perhaps
Woodstock's
he can
gonna
swallow his
happen.
pride
69.
and associate with students younger than he.
If you can just get
Return
through
to a
68,
discipline
dude.
now 3 years
Manson
gone.
murders.
Go
I
back
mean,
to a status which most of his environment considers kid-like. It's a difficult challenge. Al is the product of his own world. If
Oh,
the
yeah.
schools have failed him in not holding him, his world has failed him in not giving him reason to be held. And we have failed both of them. Still, we aim our education at that bare 30% which will go on to college and offer little of interest to those who will not.
just a swinging.
If we are to hold young people in school,
Swinging.
this must be changed. Nor can we look upon all schools as being equal, for they are not. They are the gathering point of the problems of the neighborhood.
Sometimes just
The
walking
greater the
around on a...
problems, the more help we will need to give them.
I wouldn't recommend anybody
One
going
thing
to a
is certain.
playground
Our future
without
is more
children
linked
these
to
days.
the Al Barnards of this world than to the satellites which a few in our society are producing.
Because
Societies
people
are
don't look too
collections
kindly
of
on that
individuals.
kind of thing.
None can be
Even
wasted.
if you're not trying to cause trouble, you know?
Certainly not 1 million a year.
I mean, this is
Our
trespassing.
high school dropouts.
Is he at a park or is he at somebody's school? He looks like he's at a school and he's trespassing. I feel like this video is giving mixed messages. I rebuke. Walk in the park. Oh, Walter Kubelis was the technical director on this. Holy crap. I loved his work on, you know, that other video that he did. Oh man, this video is called The Trouble with Women. It's only 6 minutes long. Oh yeah, it was the 50s, so if you... Yeah, he was definitely molesting that playground equipment. I kind of want to click on The Trouble with Women, but I feel like it would possibly go too far. Alright, this one's talking about Eden, so I feel like that's another one about ladies. How to Be a Friend from 1977. Alright, let's learn how... I hope it doesn't talk about cocaine, because this is 1977.
Use this leader to focus the picture and adjust the sound volume.
I'm trying,
Film
this
will
is
then
down
be
pretty
ready
low.
for correct projection.
That might be too low. Alfred Higgins. When you're alone, you gotta give it a go.
What do we mean by the word friendship?
Downtown.
I remember reading somewhere that Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The only way to have a friend is to be one."
Thank you for being a friend.
Well, maybe we all have our own meaning. But what about making friends?
Yay, good old Alfred.
And just as important, keeping them.
I feel like I might be able to learn some lessons here.
What is friendship? Well, for one thing, friendship is sharing. Sharing activities, interests, or even different opinions.
Here, let me show you. It's kind of tricky.
Friends offer something to each other.
Hey,
Oh, that might not necessarily be the case, Wavy Lines.
Friendship is sharing. A friendship is people together and caring.
A real friendship helps us grow as a person because it's based on trust and
That
respect
made me
for
so
each
happy.
How are you doing?
Well, I wrote this composition. Do you think you could give me your honest opinion on it?
I never
I was glad to help
composition.
Trish. She sure helped me with my composition.
I have a feeling this isn't quite right here.
You know,
Who the hell
you should
calls
switch these
prose
two
the
around.
composition?
Trust and respect, respect and trust. A friendship must have respect and trust.
I mean, that's... I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah. It sounds like some
People are
stuff that
everywhere.
I would just...
But how do you make
Like-
friends?
It might mean that you have to make the first move.
It's like my musical
always expect the
style.
other person
It's
to.
amazing.
Some people are shy or not very outgoing. By introducing yourself, you might open up a whole new world that didn't exist before.
Opening
That's how I met Brenda.
worlds.
Hi, you look puzzled.
Hi.
Subject. Algebra 2. I'm having trouble with logarithms.
Oh, they can be tough. I had that class last semester. Let's see if I can help you.
Gee, thanks. That'd be great.
She was. Really? Again?
In getting to know people,
Aw.
be understanding of the way they might be different from you.
Yeah.
Just as we'd expect others to be understanding of us.
What is
Jean
the
and I are
difference
really
they're
good
talking
friends.
about?
But we have different ideas on a lot of things.
You know, Brenda, I think it'd look better if it was a little longer.
Could be. But I think I like it the way it is.
Hell yeah.
It is a summer dress.
Well, I'm not sure I agree, but that's how we'll do it.
Friends share their secrets, fears, doubts, hopes, because they know a friend will respect their thoughts or offer sincere advice.
Well, Trish,
He
all you
was.
have to do is ask her if she really said it.
Yeah, I guess the simplest way's the best.
Sure, Trish. Then you'll get it straightened out.
I think I'll talk to her.
Right. What is that? No, no, no.
Our
I wanna hear the secret song, but I wanna know why he has a black stripe going down his butt. And then we'll go back to the song.
I guess the simplest way's the best.
Sure, Trish. Then you'll get it straightened out.
Alright, well, now let
To her.
Sure.
you got
sharing our secrets.
I wanna know his secret about the black butt stripe is what I want to know. Secret butt stripe.
A friend can offer a different point of view or new information
Secret
on something that we
butt
might not see on
stripe.
our own. Friends help us to learn. Since we're working on
Friendship
your bike, you
is
might as well roll the
rare.
chain. It'll ride quieter and it'll keep it from rusting.
Maybe?
That's a good idea. I never thought of that.
It was so rectangular.
Here, let me show you the way I do it.
Great.
Learning and growing, mutual and sharing. A friendship is people.
Am I the musical director for this video? Friendship is
Their
rare.
friendships without realizing it. They miss many possibilities with excuses
Hey,
like,
Grandma.
she's too old, or he's not my type. It's
Is
true that
Grandma
not
your
everyone
type?
can be a best friend, but those kinds of excuses close off chances for new friendships.
Should never turn on friendship with a
You
grandma.
don't know unless you try. And you may be surprised at the friends you'll make and the things you'll learn.
Tell me about the war, Grandma.
Here's the camera I used to use.
Wow.
I would like you to see some of the pictures I
I
took.
bet so.
Great. Boy, these are nice.
Aren't they lovely, Sarah? See how clear they are.
Those are nice.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yes.
Why are they joyriding in the middle of a
That little
cornfield?
boy won't be forgotten, I guess.
What is no?
He's getting
What is
older.
that?
He's getting older.
No, Grandma, go back. What is Grandma? What is this? Is he dabbing? What is? I want to know more, Grandma. This is sad that we'll probably never know.
Well, he's getting older. He's getting older. Just look there. Isn't that comical?
Yeah.
Look at those hats.
That's just some picture. And here's where I used to go to school.
Oh, the old schoolhouse.
A
I think
friendship
Grandma dips
works
the
both
tank.
ways. One person doesn't rule over the other. They respect each other's rights. Brenda!
Brenda, I like you even though you are different
Since you're
from
going
me
that
in
way, I was
various
wondering if you
ways.
could drop this off at the library deposit for me. It's due
What?
today, and it looks like I won't be able to make it.
What?
Gee, I'd really like to, Jean,
What?
but I have to catch the bus downtown. It'd be out of my way enough that I might miss the bus.
No problem. I should have done it yesterday. I'll see you later then.
Bye, Jean.
Bye-bye.
Jean is...
Friendship is equal to another. A friendship does not obligate one another.
I love this.
Keeping friends
I want
is
these
something that
songs in
has to be
between
worked
me
at.
speaking.
For instance, I keep in touch with friends who have moved
No
away,
brown pants?
even if it's just a note to say hi.
I mean, this is a...
It doesn't take much to keep in touch between friends.
This is beautiful.
Friends show their concern and support for each other. Just being nearby can be enough. As when Jeff was sick one time. Hi, Jeff.
Aw.
How you doing? Don.
Get off my bed, dick.
Here, I brought you a magazine.
Thanks.
Listen, you better get well soon. We got a big
You
football.
better get out of my room.
Concern and caring, concern and caring.
Chelsea.
Grow together by mutually sharing.
Chelsea.
Jean and I respect each other's privacy.
Would it be okay if you didn't come over tonight? I have some things to do that really can't wait.
Sure. Call me tomorrow. We can get together then.
Great. I'll see you for lunch. Friends are able to let each other go if the time comes. People change over the years, and sometimes you may no longer have the same interests.
Huh, I don't recognize her myself.
Shelley and I were able to admit this. It's better to remember the good friendship we had in the past, instead of trying to force
that
it to
could
still
be.
be in the present. People change and needs change.
This is Sarah Fawcett.
Friends give thoughtful help when
Why
it's
did
needed.
it show a faucet when I said
Just because
faucet?
Brenda didn't
I don't
ask for it,
appreciate that kind of
didn't mean that she couldn't
serendipity.
use it. Say, Brenda,
And
a bunch of us are going to the park. I stopped
because
by
it
to see if
weirds
you'd
me
like to
out.
come along.
I'd love to, Jean, but I told my mom I'd have the
You
kids
saw
with
that,
me
right?
before she got home.
Like, are you freaked out like I am?
Well, I'll help, and then we can both go.
Totally freaked out,
That'd
man.
be great. Thanks, Jean. Why don't you grab a towel?
All right.
Go grab a towel, grab a towel and dry the dishes. La, 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 la. Hell yeah. She does. She's like, do my homework, return my library book,
Friends are truthful,
braid my
but
hair.
polite with each other. They can be open and honest, and know that the other person will understand. You know, you were kind of rude to Bob the other day, Don. He was a little upset.
How do you mean?
Well, the argument you had at the meeting. He had a point to make, and you weren't listening.
Yeah, I guess I did get pretty loud.
Maybe you should call him up. He thinks you're mad at him.
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wonder where you can buy
Good
the
friend is
soundtrack for
patient
this.
and sensitive. When Trisha's father was in the hospital a few months ago, she was pretty upset.
Sometimes I just feel like I don't care about my classes or anything. You know, it's hard to take.
In 1953,
I
too.
know how you feel, Trish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you know how it is. I remember when your mom got in that
Oh, good
car
idea,
accident.
Fawful.
Sure, things work out. Come on.
Hope it's pay as you pay what you want.
I think it was the English poet Samuel Johnson who wrote, "To let a friendship die away by negligence and silence is certainly not wise."
Friendship isn't something to take for granted.
It's an active process, a growth between other people and ourselves.
It requires effort on our part to make friends, to keep friends, and above all, to be a friend.
I feel like I am fully prepared to go out into the world and make friends now.
Neat.
Yeah. Alright, let's all get our volumes back to normal since that video was so low. This is me talking at a normal. I was trying to talk quietly because that video was very quiet and I didn't want to be too loud. Are we at a good volume with each other now? I'm not too loud in your ears, am I? No, Liddy, it's late. People are sleeping. I don't want to wake up the world. Friendship does require respect and trust. I agree. I'm afraid of that social sex attitudes and adolescence video. But also, I'm intrigued. It's not the one with the penis, is it? No, that's the As Boys Grow. Yeah. Alright. Well, it looks like it doesn't have any scary thumbnails. We'll see. Sex. It's gonna talk about boobs and wieners, isn't it? I don't know. They did have, like, health classes back then, right? Teenagers greatly differ in the development of their social sexual attitudes. They are influenced by the lack of parents, guidance, behavior. Like, okay. I bet they did. It did say the S word. Aw. It's almost your 6-month anniversary, Leonard.
Of Bob and Mary. For them, the future looks bright.
You better wear shades.
Bob's mother and Mary's parents are confident too that the marriage will succeed.
Is this the guy from that Insight commercial?
Companionship, mutual interests, shared
Like when he was a kid?
and that mysterious intangible quality which we call love. And part of this love is their relationship to one another as man and woman. For Mary, good sex adjustment began when she was a very small child.
Wait, what?
It's a baby, Mommy. Why won't it come?
What?
Right here, dear. Of course, it doesn't talk yet, or cry,
Oh,
or
that
even
baby.
eat by itself. It has to stay inside me till it's big and strong enough to be born.
When it comes, Mommy, can I help to take care of it?
Yes, dear.
The idea of childbirth was made natural and normal for Mary. She was happy to know that she would have a new baby sister or brother.
Good.
Bob's mother was a widow. In spite of this, she was determined that her son should have a proper knowledge of sex from the beginning.
Wait.
She answered all his questions. If no questions came, she arranged situations
Wait.
so that he became conscious of sex.
Wait. Like.
When he was little, Bob and his mother were always
This kid's
together,
like, Mom.
and they had a wonderful time.
Is she telling him about the S word now?
As he grew older, she made sure that he played with other children, both boys and girls. And when he was older still, she was pleased and proud that he seemed to fit in well with the boys. In fact, when he was about 10, he actually scoffed at playing with girls.
Gross.
Mary, too, had a normal childhood, with many friends of both sexes. But as
Wait,
the
was
time
there
for
an
Mary's
escort?
first menstrual period approached, her mother explained about the
Oh,
changes
no.
that would take place.
The
Instead
kids
of
are getting
leaving her to
older.
pick
It's
up
gonna
odd
get
bits
bad.
of startling and
Here we
inaccurate
go.
information from her schoolmates. Mary's father and mother got along well. They had their occasional quarrels, but in general...
First thing
home
it's
life was
ovaries,
pleasant,
next thing you know,
natural,
there's
and secure.
testicles and boobs.
Hi, Doctor.
Hi.
Like,
At about 11, Mary went through a sort of reversal. She didn't talk much and spent hours alone.
that was an
just
educational
daydreaming.
drawing, Wavy.
What's the
Actually,
matter with her?
Oh, she's just growing up, dear.
she gonna tell her husband about the
hadn't you better
menstrual
have a
cycle?
talk with her?
Well, yes, dear, but I don't think this is the time. When she wants to ask questions, well, I'll try to be ready with the answers.
Mary's mother tried to discuss sex without embarrassment and to give Mary facts without prejudice or any
What's up with
suggestion
that
of
baby
fear
doll
or
back
shame.
there? That's
At about 12 and a half, Mary reached puberty. Around this time, she found
Time
that
to
her
put the
friends
baby
wanted
dolls
to talk
away.
I
about
opened
sex.
the door and there she was lying in bed.
Some of them got most of their information from off-color jokes that they really didn't understand.
like
But you
what?
don't always have a baby when you go overturn. I read in a book that you don't have a baby.
Some of them learned about sex from books, but there were so many things that they didn't know.
If you marry your first cousin, do you have a deformed baby?
Wait, what?
Does it have anything to do, about having babies? Are you afraid of having a baby, Mary?
No, I'm not. Because after all, people have been having babies for thousands of years. And nowadays, doctors have so many
Thousands
ways
of
of making it
years.
safe. Mother
For
says,
Mary, the fulfillment of a healthy
Thousands.
sex life held no fears. Sex was not something sinister to be whispered about, but it was a natural function which could contribute to the ultimate happiness of home
I
and
guess he
family.
just fell from the sky. Or came out of eggs.
About this time, Mary developed a sudden, strong friendship with Lucille Williams. It seemed that Mary could talk better with Lucille than with anybody. They had absolutely no secrets
Wait,
from
is
each other.
that Barry's
They were inseparable.
tennis racket? Or is that Dick's tennis racket?
To Mary's mother, it seemed unnatural, this continual intimacy, this concentration of affection on one not very unusual girl.
Oh, Lucille, wait a minute. What? Ethel. We forgot about Ethel. We're going to have to...
Asshole.
You don't have to bring her.
Did they forget about What did she say?
Darling, you're keeping Lucille from her dinner.
Oh, I was just leaving Mrs. Gibbs.
well, bye. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, then.
Ethel. Oh.
Mother forgets the devotion she had for her own
Calls it
girlfriend
a
about
racket.
25 years ago. Next, there was a crush on Ethel Hampton, senior
Oh, that's
girls
right.
tennis champion. Mary seemed to have a real need to be stirred
Don't
up about
look,
someone.
Ethel.
It was a transition stage from the antagonism toward boys just before puberty to the next stage of falling in love with a boy. Soon she reached that stage.
Uh-oh. Yay.
Her next crush was on the captain of the school football team.
Captain. Don't always have to go for the captain. Everyone goes for the captain.
She spent hours trying to make herself more attractive, imagining herself in all sorts of romantic situations. It might be a boy.
Or
Hello? Oh, hello, Lucille.
No, but it's going to be about a boy.
John's going to ask me.
Alrighty, Nick. Wash behind your ears.
Yeah. Oh, he is creamy. But if Bill's going to go too.
He's creamy?
Bob was growing up, too. He knew about the reproductive organs
Wait, is that
and
Bob?
nocturnal emissions. He also knew about masturbation.
Wait.
But he'd read that the
Wait.
problem was more
Wait.
mental than
Wait.
physical.
Wait. Wait. That's a
He
pretty
knew that the
progressive
healthiest
bun
life
that he
for
had
him
on his head.
was to have plenty of exercise and fresh air.
Wait, was that a bun? Did
liked
he have a
football,
bun on his head?
And the coach was a hero who could do no...
Like, what's... What is this? This is an odd... Is
knew
he a
that the
time
healthiest life for
traveler?
him was to have plenty of exercise and fresh air. He liked football, and the coach was a hero who could do no wrong.
Hell no.
Bob tried
Hell
to
yeah,
be as
coach.
much like him as he could.
You want me to go back?
His
You want to see it again?
physical, the reproductive.
I'm going to go too.
Bob was growing up, too. He knew about the reproductive organs and nocturnal emissions.
Nocturnal
he also knew about
emissions.
masturbation, but he'd read that the problem was more mental than physical.
I've done this show 2.5 years without ever
He knew that the
having
healthiest
the
life for
phrase
him
nocturnal
was to have plenty of
emissions
exercise and fresh
uttered
air.
on my
He liked
program.
football, and the coach was a hero
And now
who
I've
could
done
do
it.
no
It's been
wrong.
uttered twice.
Bob tried to be as much like him as he could. His interests were mainly masculine, and his success at sports made him sure of himself. He could take girls in his stride, just as he did games.
No.
Until one day, when Bob was 16, it became apparent that his interest in girls was getting to be more than casual.
Hey! This is an educational video for, like, educational purposes. Today we are learning about education.
Oh, hi, Ken. How are you?
There's no telling what else. This video is gonna show full frontal, like, boobs. I know it. It's gonna go further. There's just no way. There's it. And this one has fallacies in it. And can't show those. There's one right there. Jeez. Can't watch nothing around here. Oh, that's sad. We already learned why Kathy doesn't eat breakfast. Come on, give me a shorter video, YouTube. I feel like we've seen that dude before. Alright, let's make a sandwich. Fine, F it. Dude! Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Nobody. That was loud enough. It was too loud, in fact. Let's just make a sandwich. In.
The sandwich is practically an American institution. It is a basic essential for lunch boxes, parties, and picnics. As far as these boys are concerned, well, hamburgers and hot dogs
All
are
right.
their idea of a...
Let's make a sandwich. Oh wow, I guess so. I guess
The
these are
sandwich is practically an American institution.
practically.
It is a basic essential for lunch boxes, parties, and picnics. As far as these boys are concerned, well, hamburgers and hot
Why did he
dogs
say
are
boys
their
with such
idea of a
disdain?
really good meal. But there are sandwiches and sandwiches.
This dude is
When
very
Sally Gaskell
judgmental.
and her mother bring guests home for a late snack after a movie, they have something special in the way of a sandwich in mind. Sally calls it tuna rarebit. Let's watch how she makes it. This is a sandwich for forks, an open-face creation,
A
in
what?
other words, with a cheese, milk,
Nope.
and tuna fish
A
mixture.
what?
With a cheese, in other words, with a cheese, forks, an open-face. This is a sandwich for forks, an open-face creation, in other
What the
words,
hell kind of
with a cheese,
sentence is
milk,
that?
and tuna fish mixture on top.
This is a sandwich for
The
forks.
basis
I've never
will be
heard that
rye
sentence in my
bread,
life.
Mother's idea. She found that the spicy caraway flavor made a good contrast to the bland fish and cheese. Sally puts a cube about a square inch, of butter into the top of a double boiler.
Are they making a
A
sandwich
little
or
butter
a
finds
cake?
its way into a great many dishes in this kitchen, not only for flavor, but as a blending agent.
Yep. You gotta cut the butter like
Part
this,
of the
Sally.
trick to entertaining unexpected guests is keeping on hand certain generally useful foods. One of these is cheese of an easy melting type, which Sally is going to use as a base for the rarebit. To speed the melting, she cuts this into slices in the
Look
milk
at
and butter
halfway
mixture,
sideways
while
bread.
Mother butters the bread. The simmer flame keeps the water boiling gently while the cheese is melting, so that Sally can go on to other tasks. She adds the canned chunk-style tuna fish, and notice that she uses a wooden spoon to avoid discoloration of the mixture. Although the tuna rarebit is fairly substantial food in itself, it is a good idea to add something for variation in color and
It's
texture.
kind of sad to think that all
Mother
this
is
food has
making a
already been
salad
eaten
dish.
now.
Celery, radishes, olives, and pickles.
What the fuck?
Sally adds potato chips to the menu.
Right?
They used to be exclusively picnic fare, but they've joined the host of useful accessory foods which make entertaining so much
Accessory
easier
foods.
and more fun for teenagers.
Oh, hell yeah.
The bread was toasted quickly in the broiler, and
This
the
is back when
rarebit is nearly
snacking
ready
got
to
fun.
serve.
Of course, in 1950 was the year of the
Let's
snacktual
see. What
revolution.
will be the beverage? Mother thinks she'll give the guests a choice of Coke or milk. When you can offer guests a choice easily, it's a gracious gesture. Now it's time to serve. 2 slices of toast are neatly arranged on each plate, and the filling, or perhaps we should say covering, goes on top. Sally knows you should serve cream dishes with extra caution. An effective carelessness here is no asset. Mother is a great believer in the aesthetic value of parsley, and of course it's good to eat, too.
Oh, parsley looks
Now a touch
very
of
aesthetically
Tabasco for
pleasing.
color and a taste surprise, and there's tuna rarebit a la Sally Gasco. As we said, there are sandwiches and sandwiches. A wise young homemaker using good techniques and equipment and a little imagination can turn a sandwich into
Look at him.
festive fare.
Yeah, they didn't even use one fork. Ridiculous. I don't understand. Well, we got one more show tonight at 3:30. But it's about time for another break. I'm gonna look at Liddy's link here real quick. See what Liddy linked. I'm gonna take a break until 3:30, which is like 20 minutes away Georgia time. I'm gonna come back and do another show. Hell yeah, Pepsi milk. Thanks, Liddy. Think I might have a glass on my break even. Shoot. Alrighty, Wavy Lines, thanks for the raid. Thanks for dropping by. Always good to see ya and see y'all. I'm gonna be back at 3:30, 20 minutes from now. We're gonna do some more stuff. That's what we're gonna do. Heck, we might even go back to the moon.
No.
Just kidding, we don't even have the rocket ship parts anymore. I mean, we got the parts, but we'd have to rebuild them. Alright, well thank you guys for watching. I'll be back for the final show of the night at 3:30. Hope to see y'all there. Bye, and don't forget.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.